Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu.
So yeah, please ignore the spelling. We have to fix it. This is Nama Mahatmya. Okay. And the whole thing here is, if you see here, we'll correct the spelling. Sammodhana Bhashya and Nama Mahatmya. So we may not be, especially for the beginners, we may not be able to get the whole table. I will simply give a gist of what this is. So in the future, you may be able to use it. But for those who are really looking for the essence of Sammodhana Bhashya, it is all put here in the table and is correlated with different steps in different doors of Saranagati. And again, in Nama Mahatmya, we are going to do the bhajan now, Harinam soon. Who is going to be there? Who is going to make the change when we do the Harinam bhajan? Is it our effort? Is it our thought process? All of those. Okay. Nama Mahatmya, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakura, in that song, he says how Harinam rescues us from the modes and places us in the spiritual realm. So on the basis of that bhajan, these are the reflections to understand that bhajan better and the glory of the Harinam better. So this is about Harinam. You can do anything. Holy name does it all for you. Holy name is going to invoke Nam Namakari in you. Holy name will instill Trinadapi Sunichena in you. Holy name will generate great attraction for Prema Bhakti to Govinda. It will make you indifferent to worldly firefly glitters. And holy name will make you fall and weep at the soft lotus feet of Govinda for his loving service. And holy name will make you addicted to the loving service, Priti Seva of Govinda. That's Nayanam Galada Shrudharaya. And holy name can put you in the withdrawal of love of Govinda and make you taste how condensed the nectar can get in Vipralamba, in separation. That is in Yugaitam Nimishena. And holy name can make you bound by the divine love of Govinda, where you cannot think of anyone but him, either in intoxication when he is with you or in withdrawal when he is not with you. Govinda is sweetly imprisoned in your heart. This is Sarvatma Snapanam. So this is all the potency of the holy name. Holy name does it all for us, because we are entering in the right path, invoking the blessings of Guru Tattva under the shelter of Guru Tattva, in the guidance of Gauranga, following the mood of Saranagati and Sri Sikshastakam. When we are doing this, holy name is doing this all out of his causeless mercy. That's based on Nama Mahatmya. And in Sammodhana Bhashya, again, we have discussed most part of it. Okay, but I'm just going to touch base those things that you really like to know. Yeah, and that way you can get an overall idea of what bhakti is, where we are heading. This is from different books, especially Sammodhana Bhashya, and also Madhurya Kadambini. So many things put together. This gives a lot of information to us. And again, before chanting, this Hare Krishna Mahamantra or Prema Nama, the Harinama, which is giving us Krishna Prema brought by Gauranga, should be chanted according to the instruction of Gauranga, using his keys to unlock the mood of Sri Sikshastakam. This is what we've been discussing the whole month, and this is what we'll try to do now. Then one can start to experience nectarian Atma Krandana, sweet stirring and transformation in the core of the heart, uniting us with the Lord in the heart in loving service, while perceiving his divine presence and enchanting qualities. Yeah? And this is the very purpose of our chanting Harinam, This is the reason why we are given Harinam by our Sri Guru. Especially this Harinam brought by Gauranga, which is not just a gift box, but there is a gift inside. And that gift is Rupa Guna Leela, along with the Nama. So we are given this Bhakti Lata Bij from Gauranga through our Guru Parampara to live in that Prema Bhakti in and out. Gauranga's Harinam and Gaura's Sri Sikshastakam, as guided by Acharyas, is all we need to get to that destination. Yeah, so we are in the core subject matter of Bhakti and Harinam. And this is from Sammodana Bhashya. As we discussed, these are different doors of Sri Sikshastakam. Sorry, yes, Mataji.
Sorry to interrupt you. Can you please increase the font, Mataji?
Oh, okay, sure. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah. Thank you. Is this good, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
Better? Yes, thank you. Thank you. So, this we have discussed most part of it, but I'm sure you will really like it, especially this being the last day. I don't want to say the last day, but formally last one, glorifying the holy name in the Japa session. We'll go through these doors because this is what we're going to practically do in a little bit. So this first column here is Sri Sikshastakam. The first verse of Sri Sikshastakam, Chetodarpana Marchanam, different stages in Sri Sikshastakam. So this would be the spiritual journey. The first column is the spiritual journey. We will change this here. Spiritual journey starts from Chetodarpana Marchanam, then Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvarpanam. Slowly it will progress to Shreya Kairava, then Vidyavadu, then Anandambudi, then Pratipadam, Sarvatma Snapanam. So this is our spiritual journey, okay? And what happens when we do the Harinam as instructed by Acharyas and Gauranga? The doors of the Sri Sikshastakam open. And remember, these doors of Sri Sikshastakam, they are intertwined. You will see with the moods of Saranagati. They are together. If you see here in the fourth column, Saranagata Bhava, and here in the second column, Sri Sikshastakam, they go together. Okay. So in the first door, that is in the second sloka of Sri Sikshastakam, that's Nam Namakari Bahudanija Sarva Shakti. We start to look away from the Maya, from the people, and turn towards Krishna. So here we are turning towards Krishna in Dainya Bhava. If you look at here in the fourth column, Sharanagata Bhava, I'm acknowledging my pitiful condition and start to turn towards the Lord in Dainya Bhava. Then holy name cleanses the dirt of I and my. This is the first door of Sri Sikshastakam with this Sharanagata Bhava, that is Dainya. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakura says, Jiva meets saintly person, that is Sadhu Sangha. Then, because of the Sadhu Sangha, there will be taste for knowledge and attraction to the Lord. Then he will take up the holy name. So that way, Sadhu comes first, holy name next. Yeah, Sadhu gives us the holy name. That's why Sadhu is always our shelter, Sri Guru. These are the words of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta. Bhakti Siddhanta says, only holy name acts as purifying agent. Not anything else. Upon the mirror of living entities, contaminated heart. Okay. So when this Nam Namakari is happening, when we are turning towards Lord Krishna, remember we talked about the third step in Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakura's Bhajan Rahasya. The guide for the Nam Bhajan that corresponds to the third step. This is the Nama Bhasa, clearing face. When we are chanting steadily, attentively and blissfully, as stated by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakura, then the Nama Bhasa is happening, the clearing is happening, anarthas are going away. Which stage does it correspond to in bhakti? Corresponds to sadhu sangha, bhajana kriya, and anartha nivritti. If for us, if all these stages if we want quick progress in bhakti, this is the mood that we need to have, dainya, and then chant in that mood. Then we can see quick progress in bhakti, anartha nivritti. So this is an answer to the question that was asked in the past. Is there something in our hands to do? Yes. Sometimes we may not have that dainya mood also. Then we just keep chanting. Just be grateful, at least we get to chant, though the mood is not there. And maybe the holy name will give the mood sometime later. But be grateful that we have this opportunity at least to chant. We keep going like that, especially initially. Then Trinadapi is Krishna Samsara. We have discussed that in detail. And what happens then? We have turned towards the Lord and started establishing sambandha with the Lord. There, Nama, Rupa, Guna are revealed. By this time, Nama, we get steady here, and Rupa and Guna will start to reveal. And this corresponds to the stage of Nishtha in Bhakti. After that, Nadanam, Najanam, Nasundarim. What happens then? Here, we are doing Anukulyasya Sankalpam, Pratikulasya Varjanam. Yeah, I want your service only, my Lord, nothing external. That's what is happening. And this is the Saranagati Bhava. Anukulyasya Sankalpam. I want your loving service only. Pratikulyasya Varjanam. I don't want anything that comes in that way. And by this time, Nama, Rupa, Guna are more prominent. They are gradually, one is perceiving them more. And this is the stage of Ruchi and Asakti. And look at these words here. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur saying, rasa-laden holy name stirs the lotus of the heart. Jiva becomes disgusted with material enjoyment. Birth and death and threefold miseries are gone. And he rededicates his time and energy to transcendental loving service of the Lord. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta is saying, holy name, Samkirtana, gives greatest benediction of servitude with Lord. One thing I want to bring it to your attention. Please see in the second door itself, Trinadapi Sunichena, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta. Please see what he's saying. Constant chanting, Samkirtana, extinguishes fire of material existence. Though living in material world, we are not afflicted. Very important. Remember the picture that we were discussing yesterday, the slide where we start to get attachment for the loving service to the lotus feet of Lord, bonding with the Harinam. That is, some Kirtana is starting to happen. Then, because we are looking everything as Krishna's, Trinadapi Sunichena, Taroreva Sahishnuna, Amanina Manadena, that's why, though living in this material world, we don't get afflicted. Important. So by this time, major change happens. Trinadapi itself, the start of some Kirtana happens. Because bonding, significant bonding starts with the Harinam, even in this stage, some Kirtana starts. Then we had discussed this one. Then not just the bonding, we want exclusively service only, loving service only, not anything external. Then Ainanda Tanuja Kinkara corresponds to this Vidyavadu Jivana. Here, our Swarupa is revealed. That's why this is the Bhava stage, where a drop of Ahladini Shakti descends and reveals our Swarupa. And that's why. So here, one can see the Leelas also. And here the mood is Atma Nivedana, accepting holy name, lotus feet as my constant boat. I'm a dust particle at your lotus feet, Govinda. That's the mood. Ainanda Tanuja Kinkara. Holy name giving original spiritual identity. That's what happens here. Okay. And please see The words of Srila Bhaktivinoda, how beautiful they are. Transcendental knowledge, internal energy descends. Okay. This destroys gross and subtle coverings of the soul. Then Swarupa is revealed. This is by Srila Bhaktivinoda. Holy name induces Jiva to understand eternal relationship. This is from Srila Bhakti Siddhanta. And these words also actually, accepting holy name, lotus feet as my constant boat, I'm a dust particle at your feet, Govinda. These are also words of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta. Then, next one. Now, Swarupa is revealed. So one knows in what particular rasa they are serving the lordships. That's why this is called Apanna Dasa. Apanna means acquired. What did we acquire? By this time, the Swarupa is acquired. So after Swarupa is revealed, spiritual happiness is ever increasing ocean of bliss. By Srila Bhakti Vinoda. Body, mind, and soul are touched by cooling tenderness of spiritual realm. Soul finds relief from material designation. By Srila Bhakti Siddhanta. Body, mind, and soul are touched by cooling tenderness of spiritual realm. Soul finds relief from material designation. Okay. This is Anandambodhi Vardhanam. So, ocean of ecstasy of devotional service with no limits. Again, these two are the stages of bhava. Finally, prayojana. What is the result of all this process of bhakti? All these doors of bhakti that we are trying to practice, it comes under abhideya. Abhideya means process. Sambandha means what is my relationship with Bhagavan. So this first five verses, first five words here and the verses to here, Nam Namakari Trinadi. These first five correspond to the Sambandha Tattva, Sambandha Jnana. It tells us what is a relationship with Lord Hari, right? Until Nadanam Najanam Sundari, till there. And after that, when the bhava, this is all abhideyana, this is prayojana, and sambandha is, so until then the sambandha tattva is given. After that, when we are given, after we practice the process of bhakti, come through all these doors, the first five doors, then we are given the fruit of our bhakti. Knowing what our sambandha is, we have practiced bhakti. So the first five are about sambandha tattva. And practicing bhakti is included. All the verses are included in abhideya, is how to practice bhakti. And what are we getting by practicing bhakti? Premadana, that is prayojana. That is included in the last two. Pratipadam Sarvatma Snapan. Here, Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela. They can actually enter into the Leela. This is in Spurti. Enter into Leela in Spurti. But if they have to go to Gokula, Bhauma, Vrindavan, then they have to quit the body. But in Spurti, they can enter into the Leela. Okay. So this is Bhava. Prema starts here, and this one is also categorized as Prema. Here, Srila Bhaktivinoda is saying, holy name of the Lord through Ahladani potency increases inherent bliss by leaps and bounds, fixing soul in specific rasa. And every word and every moment is nectarian with transcendental loving service. The last one is, this is very important. This thing, we sadhakas also can remember this. While we practice bhakti, it is important for us to remember what our goal is each moment. Our goal is Krishna Prema. So there is only one Preeti Vishaya. the object of love, that is Govinda, Krishna. And pure devotee is Preeti Ashraya. So our hope and prayer is that we become, that we stay the loving disciple and servant of Preeti Ashraya, pure devotee, Premi Bhakta. So Preeti Vishya, Krishna's Rupa Guna Leela are ever fresh, and Preeti Ashraya, who Shuddha Bhakta drinks ecstatic nectar, yet Lord's captivating beauty is ever new. And Srila Bhakti Siddhanta says, the devotee engages in devotional service in cooling shade of Lord's lotus feet. Here, the devotee is totally established in the constitutional loving reciprocation in the mellows of union or separation. This is the prema, stage of prema. So, yeah, just wanted to give you this compact version of whole Sammodana Bhashya, especially these words of Srila Bhakti Vinoda and Bhakti Siddhanta and the corresponding stages. Please see, this is the journey, spiritual journey, first column. Second column is each door of Sikshastakam corresponding to our spiritual journey. And if you look at it here, the last one, each stage of bhakti, corresponding stage of bhakti to each door of Sri Sikshastakam, and corresponding Sharanagata Bhava to each door of Sri Sikshastakam. Yeah, and I have to just mention one thing. Dainya Bhava is a must in the initial stages as stated by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta. But later on, all the bhavas of Sharanagati, emotions of Sharanagati, they can be a mix and match in different doors of Sri Sikshastakam. So all the bhavas can prevail in all the doors, but Dainya Bhava definitely in the first door, because that's what is going to open the door. Yeah. And these two columns are the words of Srila Bhakti Vinoda and Bhakti Siddhanta. I think, yeah, this is revelation, what are revealed, Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela. Yeah. And Tattvas. All the shlokas, they convey the message of Abhideya Tattva, that is the process of devotion. The first 5 give the information about Sambandha Tattva, the last 2 Prayojana Tattva. So that's about the table. If we did not do this, and if I just post it in the WhatsApp group, you may not know, you may not appreciate whatever is said here. That's why we took time to go over this. Yeah, that's it. Now, entering into, we will do the Harinam Seva Japa, the guidance of Sharanagati. Okay. I'm going to close this one. Nama Mahat, potency of the holy name. So, holy name is so potent. That's the holy name that is given to us. And let's see what's about Sharanagati now. I am so glad that we are winding down these sessions with the prayers of Sharanagati and actually doing the bhajan in the mood of Sharanagati. Gauranga, very glad. Let me bring this, please. Shuddhanam bhajan. Yes. Are you able to see, please, this one? Yeah, Niraparadhanam. Yes, thank you. Okay. Now we are directly coming to Sharanagati, the prayers. Okay, let's do this quickly. I'm sure we are looking forward to, right? We are looking forward to serve the holy name. We are so happy we are given this opportunity. We have no qualification, but still this is given. And grounding. Yes, we are. All of you, please just acknowledge quickly wherever you are. If you are sitting, whatever room, etc., just acknowledge quickly where you are. And yes, we have acknowledged where we are, and quickly Krishna is everything, please. The surroundings, the body, the mind, the intelligence, our whole self is actually Krishna's. We have Krishnized. Yeah. And no distractions now. I have no emergencies going on now, so I don't really have to think of anything now because I'm looking forward to serve Krishna in the holy name. Yes, the grounding has happened, and now we are doing alignment, which means we are taking away all the blocks that are obstructing the mercy that is flowing from the Harinam to me. And what are those blocks? Those 10 aparadas. I want to take away those blocks and get started with the japa. So I'm going to go to the positive affirmations. And then this is what I'm saying to Harinam. Harinam, I bow down to the Shastra and sadhus who dedicated their life to you, my Lord. Okay. And this is Guru Tattva. Okay. When we are removing the blocks, as we mentioned, this may take few minutes in the beginning, but as we do it every day, it can just take like few moments. And sometimes when we do the invocation prayers, by that time the grounding happens, the alignment also happens. The moment we start chanting, we are directly there in the start of the Niraparada Nama, which is Nam Namakari Bahuda. Yeah, but just for this session's sake, I'm going to say these positive affirmations to take away the blocks loudly, but this can actually happen in moments. And again, we don't have to do it just before the japa. As we are getting ready, brushing and coming, also this can happen. Everything is about our heart and consciousness, and it doesn't have any barrier. Our consciousness and our heart to place at the lotus feet of Krishna does not have any barrier. Yeah, so that the blocks are going away by acknowledging the Nama Tattva. First, the Guru Tattva. My qualification is my Sri Guru who gave me this mantra, who gave me these beads. And Harinam, Lord Krishna, you are present in this holy name. Yeah, Harinam, you are Krishna himself, from whom everything came and to whom everything belongs. Sri Guru, you came to me as an answer to my prayers over many lifetimes. Yeah? And you are my only qualification. This japa that I'm going to do is not a mechanical ritual. Oh Lord, oh Harinam, you are giving me your time so I can reciprocate with you, serve you. I was looking forward for this service, Krishna. And thank you for giving this time, your precious time to me and letting me serve you. Everything I need in my spiritual and material life will fall in place simply by serving you, holy name, my Lord. If I am serving you now, at this moment, Harinam, my mind, intelligence, and my whole self is spiritualized. So a spiritualized self can handle my life better and tackle my material situations better. And my spiritual progress can happen better when I'm spiritualizing myself during this Harinam. So I don't have to think about anything. I don't have to think about anyone. All I need in my life, material or spiritual, will fall in place. If I am doing my devotional service to you, Harinam, this is faith. Faith in bhakti, faith in serving the holy name. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesham nityabhyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. The Lord said that. He already said that. And that's why we have that faith. That's why we have no other business in the world now, but simply to serve Harinam. I have nothing to do at this time, but serve your holy name with my whole self and full attention, my Lord. And I will not be the controller after this japa, but I'll continue my service attitude even after the japa. Okay. The blocks are removed. and I will let you please. I'm going to pause just for a few seconds because this is not so much about the words. Please prepare yourself. Please hold the bead bag. And what we will do is, it's 9:30. Okay, what we can do is, maybe, first of all, let's see the modes of Saranagati. Yeah. How do we chant in Dainya Bhava? Dainya Bhava. See, when we take our Japa beads, as we have already discussed, by the time we do the pranam mantra, we generally we can just take away our blocks to and straight start with Nam Namakari, which is turning towards the Lord, right? So how are we turning towards the Lord? Nam Namakari Bahudani Sarva Shaktis. Yeah, all the Shaktis that you have are invested, are present here, my Lord. You, Lord Krishna, is present in this holy name. Please remember, I'm actually going through the sequence of the Japa, please. So the first one is, holy name is here. Nama Rupa Guna Leela is present in the holy name that is given to me. And our attention is now, oh Lord, oh holy name. I am so sorry that I did not pay attention to you. All this time, you are sitting here in the Harinam, and you are with me as Paramatma, but I did not pay due respect to you. I did not pay attention to you, and I am very sorry about that, and I am repenting. I don't want to repeat this. I want to pay attention to you now. I do not want to be inattentive anymore. I want to be attentive, my Lord. Okay, and I am grateful that you've been with me always, and you will be with me. Avashya Rakshave Krishna. Yeah, that's the second mode. And gratitude and repenting, as Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Bhaktisiddhanta said, and then gratitude. These are the two prominent bhavas. Just with these two bhavas, I'm sorry I haven't paid attention to you. I want to pay attention to you. So with that attention, and so thankful to you that you are with me, you have been with me, that gratefulness, just with these two. And the other thing we can bring in is, I don't have to worry about anything, don't have to think about anything or anyone. Avashya Rakshave Krishna, Goptatve Palana. You will be there with me. You will give me the thought and intelligence how to handle the things in my life. And whatever is needed externally, you will take care of it. Whatever is needed internally for me, the right thought, right intelligence, you will give that to me. Ananyasyante mam. So I have that bharosa now. So these three things. First is, now I want to pay attention to you, my Lord. I'm sorry I did not do that before. Second one, I'm so grateful to you that you've been there with me. Third one is, I don't have to think about anything or anyone. You are there for me, leaning upon, depending on Krishna. These three modes, if we are chanting with these three modes together, actually one round will not be enough, because there is a lot for us to reciprocate with Lord. It can go on, more and more rounds can go on. That's the first mode. Do you think we should chant at least one round with that mode? If you're all okay, we can do this since it's the last day. It may take, this is what, 9:30. It looks like, practically speaking, it might take 30 more minutes. If you are all ready with this, then we can very nicely just chant at least one round with these modes. This is the whole essence of the Japa sessions anyway. Is that okay with you?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, please. And if it is getting late for any one of you, you may please, if you have to go for other services, you may please do so. And if you can join with us during these japas, we'll be happy to do this with you. Okay, all of you, please, your bead bag and this bead bag that you are holding, that I'm holding, this is our ticket back home, back to God, to the spiritual realm. This is what Srila Prabhupada said. So this is the magic here. We are holding it. And this bead bag means a lot to us. So please touch that gratefully to your eyes and to your heart, because it's so dear to your heart. Yeah, all that helps you to get the bonding with the Harinam, to depend on the Harinam, to lean on Harinam. Yes. Now, again, Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the gift box, but the gift that we are going to have is the Dainya Bhava. These three elements. Want to be attentive to each mantra of the holy name, to each word of the holy name, one syllable at a time, one mantra at a time. Attention. With gratefulness, gratitude. Thank you so much for being with me. And you will be with me forever. You have been with me forever. And I don't have to think about anybody. I am leaning on you. I am depending on you, my Lord. You will give me what I need, and you will preserve what I have. With this, I am going to chant one round. And if you want to bring down the volume so you can hear only your voice, you may please do so. If at all it helps you to hear the voice of the chanter, then you can keep the volume. It's up to you. But we will do one round with this bhava. All of you may take the beats, please. And then,
sorry, Mataji, shall I stop recording? Or?
No, we will continue, Prabhu. No problem.
Okay.
No problem. We'll continue. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Prem se ko Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Vrindaki Dear devotees, Hari Hari. So clearly we just want to continue chanting. This is not enough. So in this phase, one is this, the holy name, Krishna in the holy name. Krishna is in the holy name. The Lord in the heart is in the holy name. So when we are turning towards the Lord in the holy name, we are turning towards the Lord in the heart. Yeah. So if you have seen in train station, if you have seen these wagons which are not hooked to the engines yet. So those wagons, instead of just getting disconnected or now please imagine a wagon getting connected to the engine. Harinam is like our engine, and we get connected to the Lord and we just kind of follow the holy name, just be with the holy name, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, with all attentiveness and gratefulness, just depending on Harinam. Yeah. And then we will see, there are different qualities, different signs in the lotus feet. There are different symbols in the lotus feet. There are symbols of sky. There are symbols of lotus flower. There are symbols of conch shell and club, all these. Maybe some other time we'll talk about that. But all these symbols are present, the signs are present in the lotus feet of the Lord. In the stage of this Namnamakari and Trinadapi Sunichena, when we start turning towards the holy name or Lord in the heart, we will see the effect of these auspicious signs that are present on the lotus feet of Lord Hari, who is present in the holy name. This is why Srimad Bhagavatam glorifies lotus feet of Lord Hari, how it is liberating, and how it is soft, how it is like thunderbolt, smashing all the anarthas, everything. So the point is, the guna of Lord Hari that are there, on the Lord's lotus feet, those auspicious symbols, they are perceived even in the first and second doors of Trinadapi. When we start chanting with these modes given by Gauranga and Acharyas. So the first mode, Namnamakari, we just turn towards Lord. And we want to stay attentive and grateful and just lean on, depend on the lotus feet. And by this time, you will perceive that, the clearing phase will clearly be perceived. And you just want to go on chanting. And the next stage is Trinadapi Sunichena, that is deepening of the Dainya Bhava. Deepening of the Dainya Bhava. And there is so much bonding with the holy name and wanting to continue to serve the Harinam. And at this stage, these are the four things. As Srila Bhaktisiddhanta said, Trinadapi. So, we are talking about the second door now, please. Trinadapi. The bhava is here, I am an insignificant servant of my Sri Guru and the lotus feet of Lord Hari. So chanting with that insignificance, We are a speck of dust. That's the reality, right? Not only insignificant, but we are so grateful to Sri Guru and the Lord that they picked up this insignificant speck of dust and engaging in the service of the Harinam, bringing me out of the karma cycle on our way home back to Godhead. What is this fortune? How do we deserve this? So that kind of gratefulness, this fortune that is given to this unqualified speck of dust that is drowning in the modes, engaging in the devotional service, that gratefulness. So combined with the insignificance that we are acknowledging, we are not trying to create anything artificial here, just simply acknowledging what our position is. We are an insignificant servant of Sri Guru and Hari, a speck of dust in this huge Brahmanda and Brahmanda's material and spiritual world. Very insignificant, but very grateful. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. That joy of insignificance, bliss of insignificance, being an insignificant servant of Sri Guru and the Lord, combined with immense gratitude. We are not really looking for anything more in Japa. Just acknowledging our position and just acknowledging what is given to us. That's all we are doing. We are acknowledging how insignificant we are. Insignificant servant engaged in this auspicious service of the holy name. And how grateful is that? What is my fortune? Right? Just acknowledging. That's it. That is Trinadapi. I am such an insignificant servant. Speck of dust, but very grateful. Trinadapi Sunichena. Taroreva Sahishnana. This devotional service is so sweet and is relieving me from so many more miseries. Adibhautika, Adhyatmika, Adidaivika. All these modes. I'm getting such a relief. And I'm really getting, some shelter here to lean on. I have somebody here in the holy name. I have my Sri Guru who gave this holy name. I have somebody here. And serving that somebody, that is Harinam, who is so beloved and has been with me at all times. How nice is that? So this is the service that I'm engaged in by the mercy of my Sri Guru. This is my fortune, and this is so nice. This is so sheltering. This is so soothing. This is so liberating. But there are so many out there who are not engaged like that. They didn't get the Harinam. They don't know the taste of this devotional service that I am being engaged in. How sheltering it is. How soothing it is. How assuring it is. And how bonding it is that I have somebody here in the holy name. But all this, some people may not have it because they don't know about bhakti, they don't have the Harinam. That's why they're going through all these miseries. That's why they have the problems. They may realize or not. So I feel sorry for them. And in case they are not being nice to me, it's okay. I will still see what good I can do for them. So that's compassion. And in case they are not being nice, I still want to see what's good for them. So tolerating and being compassionate. That is Taroreva Sahishnana, tolerant like a tree. When a tree is being axed, like say sandalwood tree, if somebody is coming and axing, giving that blows with an axe. What does sandalwood tree do? It will not curse that person. It will still continue to give its fragrance, even if it is getting hurt by the axe, and still continues to give the fragrance. So it is being tolerant, and it is being compassionate, still giving the fragrance. The quality will not go away, even if it is cut down into pieces. That's the beauty of Tarorava Sahishnuna. We may not have that quality now, but the holy name can give us that quality. That's what Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying in Nama Mahatmya. Sri Guru and Gauranga given holy name has that capacity. Holy name can give us that quality. So with that faith, with the instructions given, we want to continue to chant. And out of his sweet will, holy name will give us those qualities. Taroreva Sahishnuna, like a sandalwood tree. Amanina Manadina. Of course, it's very clear whatever we got here is because of our Guru Parampara. There is nothing to look for respect here. And everybody is part of Krishna's world. So yes, I respect Krishna in their heart. So with these modes, please see whatever is touching your heart more in this Trinada Pisunichena. There is no hard and fast rule. Whatever natural mood is coming out from you in this Dainya, in the Namnamakari and Trinada Pisunichena, in this discussion that you have heard so far, whatever was touching you more, even with that 1 or 2 moods, we can really get bonded with the holy name. And we may not be able to name what particular mood is apart from Dainya, gratefulness, attentiveness, these we are able to label. And the other mood is, yes, you are there for me, Krishna. You've been maintaining and you are protecting, and you will do the same for me. I just have to simply serve you here in the holy name. That mood is Avashya Rakshabe Krishna, Goptatva Palana. Okay, so all these modes, they can naturally come from within us. There's no hard and fast rule of in which mood we should chant. Whatever is naturally coming, whatever is making us bond with the holy name, we just chant with that. And what are the other 3 modes? Yeah, yes, the Harinam. You've been there all this time, and you are my such beloved friend. I only want to please you, Harinam. I don't want to displease you. So with that mood also, okay, let's do that for a few mantras. I only want to please you. I do not want to displease you. You may please chant for some mantras in that mood. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Srila Rupa Goswami, he was saying how the tips of the lotus feet of Lord Hari are present in the holy name. So when we are saying, Krishna, we want to please you only, we don't want to displease you. And when we are saying, oh Lord, in the Harinam, we don't want to hurt you. So here Srila Rupa Goswami, I'm looking for that verse where he says that the tips of the lotus feet of Lord Hari are present in the holy name. And the lotus feet of Lord Hari is very soft. And this is indicated by the lotus flower, the auspicious mark that is present on the lotus feet of Lord Hari. So when we are chanting in the moods of any of the Saranagati Bhava that is given by Gauranga and explained by Acharyas, then we will understand why certain descriptions are there in Shastra, why Acharyas are saying what they're saying. Yeah. So that is chanting in the mood of, I want to please you, Krishna. I do not want to displease you. I don't want to hurt you, my Lord. Again, Srila Rupa Goswami said, the toes of the lotus feet of the Lord are present in the Harinam. And we know the description of the lotus feet of Lord Hari. Srimad Bhagavatam speaks about that, about all the gunas of the lotus feet of Lord Hari that is present in the holy name. Harinam and Srimad Bhagavatam are not different. They are the same, about the same transcendental personality, the Lord in the heart. So all the gunas are also there. So when the Harinam is going on with these moods given by the Acharyas, then the realizations will come. And then we look into the Shastras and we look into the Acharya Vakya and we see, oh, okay, if they are heading that way, then the realizations are good. They are like prasad. And if this is matching our bhakti outside the japa, that past the passion and ignorance, going to goodness, getting close to the dependence on Sri Guru and Lord, then we are very grateful. We are very grateful that this path of Saranagati, Sri Sikshastakam, is given to chant the japa. There's one more bhava that is left here in Saranagati, Atmanivedana. We'll do the japa. Just few words of Harinam with Atmanivedana, please. Atmanivedana is more like, wholesome japa. Sankirtana. Sankirtana. It's like, oh Lord, I haven't paid enough attention. So far, I want to be attentive to you now. I'm so very grateful that you've been there for me and you will be with me at all times. I can really lean on to you. I can take shelter at this lotus feet in the Harinam here. You will give me all that I need and you will keep all that I have. And oh Harinam, the Lord in the heart, Sri Krishna, Sri Radha Krishna in the holy name given by Nityananda Ram. And Gauranga is showing the ways of serving Sri Radha and Krishna present in the holy name, the ways of Saranagati. So much fortune is given to me, to such an insignificant soul who is being drowned in the modes of ignorance, passion, and everything. So much of fortune is bestowed on me by my Sri Guru. Harinam, I just want to offer my whole self to you. I want to glorify you. I want to do this japa with my whole self, with this body, mind, heart, everything for you, oh Lord. Hari. So I have nothing to do in this world, nothing to be concerned about, nothing to be scared, nothing to be thought. I have you. You are everything. You are everywhere. And from you, everything has come. You are the controller. You are the proprietor. And my enjoyment is automatic. When you are pleased, then I will automatically get the pleasure. When the water is poured to the roots, then the leaves don't have to worry. Twigs don't have to worry. They get the nourishment too. They will be happy too. So if you are pleased, my Lord, in the holy name, then automatically I will be taken care of and I will be happy. So I don't have to make separate thoughts and arrangements for my happiness. So Atma Nivedana, everything that I have, it's actually yours, but so-called mine is all yours. Please kindly let me do this seva with my whole self, Samkirtana. Yeah, the body, mind, and heart, everything for the Harinam that is there with us now. You may please chant a few of those mantras now, please. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare. Shri Harinam Prabhu Ki Jaya. Okay, dear devotees. So those are the Saranagati Bhava that is given to us by Gauranga through Acharyas. And in this book, you may please look at the prayers at your leisure. But I'm just gonna bring your attention to the pictures here. It should take a minute or two and we'll pause after that. So when we are chanting with the Dainya Bhava, the bliss of insignificance, and with all gratefulness, with all attentiveness, this swift stage of Namabhasa, we will be picked up pretty quickly. So here in this case, this is Goloka. From the Goloka has descended Harinama. Golokera Premadana Harinama Sankirtana, right? So this rope is brought to us by Sri Guru from the spiritual realm. And we are now turning towards the Lord and we are holding tight to this rope. The blue thing here is Nityanandaram, Guru Tattva, which is eternal. And yellow thing here is Gaura Tattva, which is also eternal, teaching us the ways of Saranagati. All we are doing is turning towards this rope and holding tight. And then chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. With the moods of dainya, the clearing phase will happen. And so with this dainya bhava, what is the result? It invokes humility and gratefulness. And with these changes that we experience, perceive in the mind, we will also be able to perceive certain changes in our body. Just even at our sadhaka stage, we will notice certain changes in our body. Our body becomes more, it's not tense anymore. It just loosens up. It loosens up. And also the perceiving of transcendental softness of the Harinam. And this displaces the hardness of our heart. So we will feel really light-hearted also, not heavy-hearted. And it invokes affection to the Harinam. And it displaces the offending mentality, apathy, indifference to the holy name. Because we are filled with these results, beautiful results, because we are chanting this Harinam like this, we will continue the same outside the Japa too. And this is how the transformation happens. And when we are doing Harinam with this Gotatve Varana Avashya Lakshmi Krishna, that you are there for me, Krishna. And what we are trying to show here is, this is Harinam and we are chanting. And we are chanting here Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And when we have these thoughts of, oh, what's going to happen to my this, to my that, and the thoughts of insecurity, and the planning comes here, then, Lord Krishna is the proprietor, controller sitting in the Harinam. If I'm serving him well, with due respect and attention, later on, I will get the intelligence and thoughts. And Krishna will make the arrangements for the things fall in place. That's Goptatve Varana. Avashya Rakshmi Krishna. So this is what we're trying to depict in this picture. When these thoughts come here like this, out of ignorance and passion, Hare Krishna Mahamantra will take over. And so Harinam will take over and then relieve us from those thoughts and gives us the assurance. This is Goptatve Varana, Avashya Rakshmi Krishna. And in the Atma Nivedana, when we are chanting with our whole self, this invokes giving our whole self to Krishna in service with a floating wave of pure transcendence. Because we are chanting with our whole self, again, the body is just not tight and hard as before. And it displaces tight and troubling impure minus. This all of us, we may be able to understand on our own when we chant in that mode. So you may be having some experiences that may be close to this, but these are just some general guidance and indications of what can happen when we are chanting in this mode. This is, I want to please you and not displease you anymore. Yeah. And here the preeti is happening more. You see the pink arrow mark. It's not just plain Hare Krishna anymore. The bonding is happening more. Okay, so those are the waves of Saranagati, and what can those Saranagati moods do to our perception, to our mind and thoughts. All that is given in this book. You may please look at it at your leisure. I'm going to pause here now. Yes, please. Yes, please. Very thankful, very grateful. Sorry, couldn't rush, didn't want to rush. I know we have to get up early in the morning tomorrow for bhajan. But what's the point of rushing now? When we are trying to do the same tomorrow. That's why I couldn't rush. We're very grateful. Shri Harinam Prabhu Ki Jaya. Shri Patita Pavana, Prema Purushottama, Sachinandana, Gaura Hari Ki Jaya. Sharanagati Bhava Ki Jaya. Acharya Thakura Ki Jaya. That's all I have to say from my side, relay from my side. I'm going to pause here. Very grateful for your sincere association. I'm very grateful